The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Bills, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner. Herbert throwing right away. Going deep right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. A give to Mitchell, running left. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Von Miller. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Herbert from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one doesn't go far. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Catch is made by Elijah Mitchell. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play action. Here's Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running right with Mitchell. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's caught for the 1st. And they take him down right along the 30. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And he's able to push forward to the 25. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Bills will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's up across the 10 to the 11 before going down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert. That'll be complete to Gibson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. First and 10, Herbert. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Herbert on 1st down. He finds McConkey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Throwing on first is Herbert. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up. That's the half in this opening round AFC postseason matchup. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns squaring off against the Cincinnati Bengals. If you missed the first...
Now a give right side to Mitchell. He's got to gain a 6 there. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Again, this is Mitchell. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down. To throw, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Von Miller. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Chargers football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Herbert now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Catch made by Mitchell. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. First and 10. Here's Herbert. This finds Mitchell complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Chargers down by only 3. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Bills crowding the passing lanes. They've got a dime look here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Setting up to pass. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here he is to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. To throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give right side to Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This is Mitchell. And this one does not go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. A quick slant, here's McConkey. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Plowing up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Here's Mitchell. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 37. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Putting a receiver in motion. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Now to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Gets to space right side. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magic.
Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Motioning Tucker, the tight end. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Dwayne Carter in on the stop. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back South Florida after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive lineman like, oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback.
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Play action now. It's Jones. That one caught by Tucker. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. They send him right out of the slot. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Dwayne Carter in on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, it's Jones. That's taken in by Achane.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Motioning Tucker, the tight end. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. They try the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes fourth down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down.
Here we go, get set.
From the gun, it's Jones. He gets this one to Tucker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. In motion, it's Waddle. Jones now on first down. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On the handoff, this is Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They face second down and 7.
Here we go, get set.
Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. That one a bit high, but it's complete. Give them 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Motioning Tucker, the tight end. Jones operating out of the pistol. Now a screen set up for Achane. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Achane. And he will score. Game on. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, they are pecking away. So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Jones to the air again. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, get set.
In motion, it's Waddle. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So a road win here for the Bills. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bengals and the Bills on Monday Night Prime Time.
Right to the air, Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. Across the 45 and still going. And he's brought down at the 44. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. To the line we go. They're set. First and 10.
Gun. Cut.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Here we go. 11, 18.
From the red zone now. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
11, 18, 42.
Burrow setting up the play action. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. And he drives this forward to the 6. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment.
I'm one, right?
We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
180. 180 touch.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second.
Here we go. 180.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Gun. Cut. Cut.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's throwing deep to the left side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go.
Burrow. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To throw again, it's Burrow. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. On target to his man Higgins. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Burrow from the gun. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 21. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning the tight end now. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The final timeout taken by the Bengals.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Burrow setting the throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. Devin...
Here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. And he gets him around 6 there. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 31. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
On one, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 Thomas, 12, 12.
Burrow back to throw. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They've got 1st down from the 31. Looking to throw, Burrow. Completes this one to Chase. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Here we go.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
11, 11, 11, 11.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. That's Cole Bishop.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down, or touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. The Bengals take this one on the road. And this game, wow, it came down to the final.
Back in week 1, the Dolphins lost a defensive grinder in their first matchup against the Bills. Can Buffalo sweep the series? Find out next on EA Sports.
The Bills defense on the field now, working with a 3-0 lead here early. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And he will need to be the rock in the middle of this unit. Sometimes how your middle linebacker plays is how your defense plays. He knows how important it is to be solid in his fundamentals, and he'll definitely try to be a steadying influence here.
Now Jones. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. The tight end in motion right. Throwing, Jones. Here's a diving catch right side. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Off play action. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Buffalo defense back out there. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. And they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll run it here. Able to slither by. And they're going to have a first down here. So not huge yardage on the reverse, but enough to get a fresh set of downs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they route.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Duvernay in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Hill going to go in motion right. A give running right, Achane. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go play action here on first down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try to mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Buffalo defense back out there. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position as this drive starts inside the offense's 10-yard line. In motion, Hill. They'll start on the ground with Brooks, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Off the play fake. Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jones now from the gun on third down. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills defense ready to go again. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the fourth. Now Jones, off play action. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he's going to sling this deep downfield. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his... The Buffalo defense back out there. And this game is coming down to the wire, so they know this is the drive that will likely decide the outcome. Jones. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Jones. Connects with Duvernay. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Here's Jones. Connecting with Hill. And he goes out right around the 39. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
And the Bills defense set to defend this first possession here in front of the home crowd. And the one we'll be watching is this man, head linebacker.
And you and I talked to him earlier in the week. He says this unit is really starting to put the pieces together. But he knows that he's got to be the one driving them to be even better than that.
And they go play action with May. Checking this down to Stevenson.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can...
He's got a man, complete. Still going.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Kendrick Bourne.
His second touchdown.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They'll look for the stop here in the first quarter of a tie ball game. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The Buffalo defense back out there. They had the pick 6 just a moment ago, so they're feeling good as they prepare to try and make another stop.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Buffalo defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air, May.
Flush to his right.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll throw with May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Stevenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Stevenson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run with Stevenson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Stevenson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They'll search for a stop here in the 2nd quarter of a game that's all tied. To throw, it's May. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Play action. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the...
The Buffalo defense back out there. And after an even first half, they'll try to come up with a 3rd quarter stop as the half begins with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing here is May. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. May now off the bootleg. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. The Bills defense ready to go again. They're locked in a tight one. Tie game, 4th quarter. So coming up with a stop here, vital, as this drive begins 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Give him 2 on the play there, and it gives the Pats a 1st down. They run once more with Stevenson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Shifts by him. And down to the 36-yard line here. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Running left is Stevenson. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Buffalo defense back out there. They'll be summoned one more time here in the final minute of this football game. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile. The Bills defense set to go, up 7-0 here early. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And he's been a key reason why this defense is ranked as the #1 unit in the NFL. His ability to be in the right place nearly all the time and make big plays is a big reason why.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Wilder. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
The Bills defense ready to go again. And they're playing with a lead here in this first quarter as this drive gets underway. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete.
The Buffalo defense back out there. They've had the upper hand so far this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run with Wilder. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Lawrence will throw.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right is Davis. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence.
This is caught.
And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
His first.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They'll play with a lead here to begin this third quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running?
Buffalo defense back out there. They hold the lead here in this third quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
24. Here we go, so 100.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A short throw to Ingram. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Hey, hey, hey.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Again, it's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In motion left is Thomas. Lawrence. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Now Wilder. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The Bills defense ready to go again. They're out there trying to protect this fourth quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10.
On the red.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. This is Wilder. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a